The crowd is alive, and with good reason. It's the NFL playoffs, the best time of the year. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Extra point try, 4th cut. It's up and good. The Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? They know that play was coming, because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Slot man in motion left. On second down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. That one is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. Second and 7. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Shakir. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Goff. Quick throw, taken in. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Detroit.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
A run here with Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. Goff to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Now, Goff. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
To the left side. Caught by Lamb. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
What are you? What is it?
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To throw is Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will take this one across into the end zone. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Throwing on second down. Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Lions called their first timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. Throwing here is Goff. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll try the right side this time. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receiver.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here at the 44.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing Jackson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And he'll get this forward to about the 33. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. Off he goes. A big one there to start the second half. And even 50 yards.
Yeah, and this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the first down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable?
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt, and this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run with him.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. From the gun, it's Goff. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Goff in the pistol. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 2. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa!
Hold on. Check.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, Lions.
Here's Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
24. Lions 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Detroit.
To throw is Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That
is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Lions back within 7. It's 24-17. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Slot receiver, headed right. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting third down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
What? Hold on. Check.
Goff. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Obama.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Goff to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will score again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Goff. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Hey, Alpha.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.